Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
You only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just. Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 92. Back at it again, Brody.
Yes, we
I
are.
blame you for last week.
I don't know why, but
Right,
I
Kyle?
guess it's my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Sure, I'll take it.
So, episode 92 here. What better way to do episode 92 with the number 92, Kyle?
Yeah.
The legend, Jeremy Fyle.
Pretty cool.
Give him a call today.
Pretty cool.
1989, our I-500 winner.
Yeah. 89 I-500 winner, 93 Pine Lake winner, 96, 97 back-to-back Ironman 250 winner.
Yeah,
That's just some of the highlights.
some of
Yeah.
what he's done.
And I think I read he got like second twice and third twice in the I-500s. So he was...
Whoa,
Hello.
That was just Jeremy Fyle.
Okay.
We're good to go here in 5
That
minutes.
seemed extremely loud and
That
ear
was
piercing.
like what are the flashbang?
A little bit, yeah. Just without the initial explosion.
Yeah, that's what happens in Warzone when I get flashed.
Yeah, ears are just
See,
ringing.
I can't move. Where am I?
So I thought that was pretty cool for Jeremy to
Oh yeah, totally.
do a phone call with us today. Brody, you've been on the racetrack with Jeremy Fyle.
Surprisingly, yes. My first race back as an adult
On the Gen 2.
on the Gen 2. It was the third lap. I think it was Saturday. And yeah, it was my first race as a full-fledged adult. And I'm out there just losing my mind, going fast. And I'm catching up to this Artie cat. I'm like, God, what? Who is that? What is that? And then I got a little closer. I'm like, that's a 440. That 440's hauling ass. I'm like, my God.
He's a dog. He'll still take you.
He
in the
was,
corners.
oh yeah, and I was battling him, but the 600 just had a little more power in the corners, and so I got around him. It took me a while, but I didn't know it was him until I got off the track, and I was talking to you about like that 440 out there is freaking fast, and like, you know who that is, right? I'm like, no, that was Jeremy Fyle. I'm like, I was just racing against one of the legends out there. I had no idea. It was pretty cool. It was pretty damn cool.
So yeah, we'll have Jeremy call in here and
Wow. February 16th and 17th.
You got to get closer to the mic.
February 16th and 17th, 1991. Open one, like the open class.
yeah.
Troy DeWald, first place.
Oh really?
Yep, 1991. Snowcross.
Snowcross
That's what it says.
in Michigan?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says Snowcross.
Huh? We might have to do a little bit more research.
And Tony Leak, whoever that is. Tim Leak is in A-Stock.
So yeah, it's got to be Michigan then.
Yeah, but why does it say Snowcross in 1991?
Maybe they were racing Snowcross that weekend.
Powder Puff. Oh, look at that. Austin Leak. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, Kyle actually has Jeremy Fyle's 1985 I-500 win in Snow Week right here in front of us.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
this.
pretty cool.
B-Stock, third place. Chris Riley.
Oh, for
Super sled.
drag racing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that one you're looking at there, Kyle? What's that? Snow Week?
1991. It's the unveil of the 92 XCR. So I thought they'd have some Jeremy Fyle in there, but I didn't see anything.
And I got so I did some research, and there's a really good Arctic Insider article that I was able to take some tidbits here and there from, because I had some questions on when he switched from Polaris to Arctic Cat, and
why?
yeah, it said in there why, but we'll ask him. But he jumped right onto the Prowler.
Hell yeah. Go from the XCR to the Prowler.
Yeah, from 90 to 91 right into the Prowler.
Oh, so he wasn't on a 92 XCR. Never mind.
No, yeah, he ran Polaris in 90 and then switched 91, 92.
He would have been on the Indy.
But, okay, we'll give Jeremy Fyle a call here, Brody.
Yeah, that is the
Okay,
plan.
turn me up.
We are up.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Jeremy. Thanks Thanks for the time today.
Hey, Gunner.
Thanks for the time. We're not interfering with any deer hunting or Vikings watching for you.
I'm watching the Vikings, but we can certainly miss that for quite some time. Not terribly exciting. Hadn't started yet. But yeah, I don't deer hunt either, so
Oh, okay.
I prefer things with engines, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure all my buddies are up there deer hunting by you guys though right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, the Rollins, they have their deer camp literally right across the road from my house. So they've been up there.
Is that right?
Yep.
Tom and I suppose Eric, isn't it? Is it Eric that runs the Northern Crankshaft?
Yep. Eric and John. I seen John this morning when I was walking my dog. So
didn't know that.
Small world.
Yeah, Gooby's up there and Scallot, and they're up there shooting some deer. Dave Clausen.
Cool.
Hopefully they get some.
Yeah. So
Seen you were on the ice this morning.
Yeah. I walked out onto the little bit of ice that there was, Kyle. It was cracking as I was walking on it, just a foot onto shore.
Oh, so
there's nothing there.
There's no accumulation yet.
No.
Well, that's good. I'm still working on stuff right now.
Right. Yeah. You're going to be the last minute guy, the dash.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get it done.
Yeah.
We used to call Aaron Shield was the ice man. I think we got to change it to Gunner Arlo now.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Maybe we could have accumulated some wins here in the last couple of years, and there may be, but I don't think we're on to Aaron's level yet.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You had some wins in the bag there.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, but it's
bad luck.
But no, thanks for the time today, Jeremy, for our episode 92. We figured we'd call the number 92 yourself. So,
Nice.
So I don't know where I wanted to start. I wanted to kind of start with Pine Lake, being that's what we had coming up. But there's quite a few things that happened before Pine Lake for you. So what?
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah, before the Pine Lake win. So we have to touch on that stuff first. So
yeah, I really didn't even know Pine Lake existed till probably the 90, I suppose, 91.
Yeah, because
I guess I did race it in 89.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. Didn't do that great, but
But it looked like I'd read a few things on you. It looked like you had kind of started racing 82, 83, 84. Is that right?
I don't. Probably 80. We did have snow. We had bought my first Indy probably in 83 or something. It was an 80. God, what year was it? I don't know, 85. But no, I don't think I really started racing very heavily till probably 86, 87.
Oh, really?
But yeah, my 400 Indy, I guess. My brother talked me into racing that I-500 in 87. And before that, you're right. We were racing, we were racing the Heartland circuit around here I had a TXC was my first sled, I suppose. Bought it from one of the Farabins. Thought that was the coolest thing ever. Busted that up pretty good. It was not as tough as I guess I was then, I suppose. We had to weld it on that thing all the time. But yeah, we started probably about in that area. You're right. It's hard to remember all this stuff.
But then so if your 87 was your first I-500, what I could find, it looked like you got third in your first year.
Yeah, they ran that Jeep 500 and I got third. And that was the year that we came down from up north and everybody was getting exhausted and running out of, they were dehydrated and shit. Somehow me and Nolan Knockenmoose and a couple other guys got through the last stop, but where they kind of stopped the race because everybody was falling off their sleds and stuff. And they were really beat up. So there was about 10, I think, of us, or maybe a few more, but they got through to Duluth. They didn't catch us in time or whatever, and we ended up down in Duluth. But yeah, and in a long story short, I got third in 87. And then ran it again the next year because I did well. Once you get something and it's good, you get hooked. And then ran it again the next year and got a second. but got the boot because of a stop sign violation or something. And we had it on video. It was quite the story. It was a terrible story for a lot of guys. Sure. I don't know. Any of you guys remember all that deal?
No, what I did find on it when I was reading about it, that it was a missed marker, and there was a handful of guys that got DQ'd because of it. But it was kind of a gray area.
Yeah, we were coming up over an overpass, and there was a cop sitting there, and you had to kind of go around the cop. Well, the sign was shortly after the cop, and I didn't see the marker, and I'm looking straight ahead, and there was a T up there, and there was this thing, so I just flew right up to the intersection and made a cut across the intersection down the ditch. And I thought it was no big deal. Well, my dad happened to be there videoing, so they kicked me. I get to the drivers at the end of the night, the awards banquet, and they bring me in, and I'm like, what are you talking about? My dad's like, I was right there. So we get the video out. They delay the awards, get the video out, bring them into them, show them. It was like an hour. They looked at that video, and it was a terrible, terrible, terrible deal because I was the only one getting the boot. But now we got video of about 20 other guys doing it too.
Yeah, so they're all DQ.
Yeah, instead of going, oh yeah, I guess we screwed up. I mean, I probably met with Dick Sands and CJ and them guys 5 times trying to, even through the summer. I'm like, why can't you see this? But anyway, yeah. So then I had to do it again, and then I won finally.
But even your first year there in '87, were you expecting to do that good?
I had no idea. No, I had no idea.
Really, that's.
I think it was a good draw. My brother-in-law, who kind of got me into the snowmobile racing, Chet Nelson, he raced the I-500s back in the days with the Farabins and Simonsons and all them guys. He helped set up the machine. Like, he set it up for me. I was working at the airlines down the cities, and I didn't really know what I had to do, but he knew because they've been setting them up for years, and safety wiring and just going through everything, which isn't something necessarily you always do if you don't have time. But he kind of set it up, so it was very it was set up for a long time. It didn't break. Stuff we broke, we were able to weld up and get patched up before the race and stuff.
So in '87, it was the Jeep 500. So the winner got a Jeep, like a lease to a Jeep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what did the third place get?
Nolan Nakamuth got the Jeep, and it ain't even a lease. It was the Jeep, man. And third place got I got a plow.
Ooh.
From Meyer. Yeah, I got I got a Yamaha organ. I didn't really know what to do with that, but I had some good friends that were in a band, and they were pretty excited about it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
Gave it to them. Yeah, I didn't really. And some money, of course, and then you get your contingency from Polaris was like $500. I'm like, shit, $500. I can buy a gall darn chassis, Now I can get this thing back up to speed again. So it was I don't know, there was pretty good prize for a guy who was just going out to have some fun.
Yeah, right.
So in '88, like finishing second and then having to get DQ'd, like missing out on the purse monies and everything like that, that's just almost the biggest kicker of it too. Yeah, it was. You thought you had it, all the way to the drivers, all the way to the awards banquet. You're like thinking you're a rock star. You're not. Not only that, but now you got a bunch of people that don't think you're too cool either.
Yeah.
The video,
Yeah.
it was terrible. But the purse money. But it wasn't a terrible lot of money. It was a lot of money back in that. I think it was $500 or $750 to enter that race and get the. I had a lot of support from my brother-in-law and my dad to you guys all did it, right? You raced out of a little 2-place trailer, you haul your junk up there and see what you can, and you go home.
Yeah.
And whatever you got. We went to Strathcona, once, and I got lost or something up there, and I had that race won, but it was just the way. You're pretty used to something going wrong,
Yeah.
So you never count your chickens. I remember being in that trailer with little Axel Amsden, it was during the Pine Lake race a couple years back on that 440, and I'm like, this thing's really running good. And he's like, well, I think you got this in the bag. I said, nobody's ever got nothing in the bag.
Yeah.
I said, there's something going to go wrong. It's only 3 laps or 2 laps, but something can go wrong. Things are old and they don't freaking run very, anything can happen.
Oh, for sure.
And then we had the snowcross jump on the starting line.
we were going to bring that up.
Oh yeah, that was the plan.
Like, yeah, things go wrong. Here it is.
Yeah, I blame Chad Deerdall for that one, I guess.
He blamed his little brother, so Brady.
Oh, yeah.
That, and I shouldn't have been in that spot because a little bit over, a little further, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
No,
I didn't have my eyeglasses in my goggles anymore because it was 27 below and they were fogging up, so I couldn't see shit. I was just looking for the opening.
Yeah.
I was standing there right next to Brian Nelson when you hit that jump there, Jeremy, and it's like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching the same spot, and my brother was a little ways behind you, and I was like, holy fuck, Jeremy's moving right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, Colin's got to do something to catch him. And then you launched the jump and starfished in the air.
There's the good luck right there for Colin, no doubt.
Yeah.
I bet Brian was depressed. He was always such a great supporter of mine. It was so nice having him on board when I got hooked up with them guys.
Yeah, I think I turned to Brian and I said, why would they build a jump right there like that? And he said, I told him not to do that. And yeah, that was a bad deal.
Yeah.
And of course,
But it was fun.
after that happens, then they go and
Knock
take it
it
down.
down.
Yeah, I know. And then all your buddies, they flag them down, like, hey, move over. I'm like, why don't you let everybody hit it? I got to be the only one that gets to hit it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jeepers.
I ran out there to slow my dad down.
If everybody would have crashed, I could have still won that thing.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I think I ended up in 3rd or 4th, but it bent the crank on it, so she never had the same luster after that.
Oh,
Damn,
holy crap.
gosh.
I know.
Yeah, it was like straight impact to the belly pan and skis pointed to the sky.
I thought I had it for a minute too. I'm like, I think I got it. It's coming down, and I hit the bank or something and pitched me off. Oh, darn it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's part of racing, though, right?
Yeah. Are you still having any effects from that hard hit, or was that not too bad?
I had all my gear on, so I skidded down the ice on my face and hands and shit for a ways. But I got a little spot on my leg that's numb still from that because I think it just barely missed my knee pad and then ground into my knee, just above my kneecap. It's still numb today, but it was super numb for quite a while. But it came back. But otherwise, no, my back's out, right now. But I don't think that was just that. It wasn't. No real effects. No, we got the machine back up and running, but I don't know if I can do it again. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they're planning on having it again this year for the 3-man 440 race. So.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. That's kind of cool. I don't know if they can get the funds to support it and whatnot, but people still like racing them. I wish that, I wish they would run it would be cool to see anyway, like a 440 class, because right now they got to run with the 600s and that Grover guy. Holy shit. By the time you get to the first corner, he's got a quarter of a lap in. That thing comes off the line like a rocket. I'm like, holy smoke, how am I ever going to catch that thing?
Yeah.
Is that
right?
That
600 you got? I don't know. The first time we did it, I think it wasn't quite as good, but you got that thing really tuned now.
That was my brother's machine.
Oh, the Gen 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a hooker on it or what, but that thing is hooked up.
Yeah, that's them double backers, I swear.
Yeah, not a hooker though. Huh?
No.
I've had good luck like that with the hooker tracks.
Yeah. Well, you run them on the F7.
Yeah, on our F7 we have a every other closed window track on that one, and then we ended up putting a stud there in those closed windows, and it's essentially like a hooker plate then. And wow, does that make a difference?
Yeah. Oh boy, yeah. The takeoff is immense.
Yeah.
So is the stopping power too.
Yeah.
The stopping power, it almost threw me over the handlebars the first time I hit the brakes on that thing. My God.
That's exactly right. We used to go through brakes like crazy when we had the hookers on. I mean, you had to put a new caliper on or rebuild it between heats. You know, it was for sure before the final on Sundays back in the 90s with the when the Deer Dolls were running and stuff.
Huh.
Really hard on brakes. But it was fun. They really rocked.
Yeah. Oh, those sleds are so fun and so easy, like so fun to drive. But
yeah, nimble.
Yep. So with 89, Jeremy, how did the season like go up to the I-500? Like you said you did Pine Lake in 89?
Yeah, I did Pine Lake in 89. It was I think Logie maybe won that year in 89. Does you have them records? I don't know.
Yeah, I got it here.
Didn't quite have the speed he's got. He had a couple guys from art. He was on our team back in the day, you know, the CMS team there out of Nisswa, but he's an old buddy too. Basically, we started getting to know each other about that time, I would say. But we had some guys on his team, Ziegler and Loss, that are really good with making speed, and they flew. But anyway, yeah, I don't remember how I did there. I know I didn't do worth a damn, but then we raced a Little Falls race, and I had discovered, I guess, 10-inch carbides because I really didn't ever use them. You know, we didn't really always wanted to try to get by without spending money.
Yeah.
And I won Little Falls, I think, that year. It was like, holy smokes, I'm rocking, you know, and it worked good. But it was all ice, you know, it was fun. Harley Dober and a lot of those guys were racing back then. And just always looked then. We got a lot of snow, just rode a lot, I guess I would say, and maybe got another good draw and did pretty well up there. I mean, that was really moving that year. With them carbides, that made such a big difference for me. My dad just surprised me and got me a set of 10-inch too. My brother-in-law, Chet, said to my dad's like, does he need anything? You know, I'm back in the room because it was after the first day. We were beat to crap, and we'd go back and just lay in the tub and hot water and stuff, you know, and my brother-in-law was working on my sled, and I didn't know it, but my dad bought it me a set of 10-inch. I think he bought it from Nolan, just in the pits, and put them on the next day. They kind of told me, but I didn't really know what all of a sudden. It just turns like crazy. It was on rails out there. It was a whole new world for me. Like, this thing is really working good. So I turned in a really good time that day, and set me up for the third day, I guess.
Yeah, because you were leading. Yeah, you were leading day 1 and 2, and then on day 3 you started with the lead, and then actually, I think you had a pretty good battle with Bob Minnie, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, you take off. I'm not a good leader. Like, I like following tracks. Well, they only put like one track down when you're the leader.
Yeah.
You know, some guy went out and put up signs and shit you're trying to follow, and you're going a lot faster than those guys are going. So you don't really see the track. You know, when there's 6 guys in front of you, you can see where you're going. But when you're the lead guy, so I'm being pretty conservative, you know, trying to be race speed, but I'm not. And all of a sudden, Bobby was right there, and I seen him coming, so I let him by. I'm like, just go ahead, you know, I can't see what the hell I'm doing here. So I followed him for a long time, and finally decided that I didn't really want to be second place again. So I started running harder. We were battling back and forth. I mean, we were not giving each other an inch ever. And pretty soon I was leading, and he wasn't anywhere to be seen. He broke, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But we had some really good racing. We were back and forth quite a bit once I let him lead for quite a while, because I'm like, I'm just going to follow this guy and see what's going on. I didn't know him very well. I knew he was part of the Team Green ethanol team and whatnot, which my buddy Dan Zimmerman knew them guys really well, but I really didn't know them that well. And I knew Swenson, I guess, more than anybody because he showed up at more races. Seemed like, anyway.
Sure. But yeah, it is. It's way easier following a snow dust then if it's not bad snow dust, but you can follow close to somebody and kind of see how it's going for them.
Yeah, and if it's like blowing snow across the track, like how much harder it is on the machine to make a trail, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So you're putting a lot more wear and tear on it.
Right. The year before in '88, it was a lot worse because we had snow up the yin yang. I remember me and Harley Dober were battling, and he freaking landed and got stuck. And of course, I came in right behind him, and I couldn't do anything until I got him out. So I pushed him out, and he just left me in a roost of snow. And I never saw him again. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, no, I got to get out. And we had passed Lauren Wolf that day. I'm following Harley Dober, right? I mean, Harley Dober's a pretty good rider, but he's been around a long time. He knows where to ride to get a little better speed. I don't know how to say it, but you're closer to the road, I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we ended up passing Lauren, which he was the leader. So I mean, he was doing what I was doing, trying to find his way, you know. And there was a lot of snow, but. And here I'm stuck tighter than shit, you know, probably 4 feet off the road. I'm like, man, you know, and then all of a sudden Lauren comes by while I'm stuck, and I'm like, God, I got to get out of here, you know. Like, get that damn thing unstuck and got going. And I was pretty happy to see Lauren actually caught Harley and passed him too. So. Lauren won that race fair and square. He was fast that year in '88. But yeah, so the snow in '89 wasn't super bad, but I just can't, at them speeds, you just can't see in the ditch. And it was, you know, how like Thief River, it's never sunny up there. So it's flat light. It was kind of flat light that day. And I don't know. But yeah, it's tough to be the leader. That's for sure.
Yeah. What kind of training were you doing at this time, Jeremy? Like, were you working out after work, or just doing a lot of riding, or how was that?
Yeah, we did a lot of working out after work because I worked for the airlines. I worked for Public Airlines, and then Northwest bought us, and so I was working all the time. And then I would just work out. My brother-in-law would work on the sled a bunch, Chet Nelson, and so then we'd come home, and it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'd bring it down there, work on a little bit in the afternoon, but I worked out at home basically at that time. I bought a machine. My roommate in Burnsville he sold workout machines. So I bought one of his and did that. And then we went to the club sometimes, but it was more riding. I guess I did a lot of riding. We'd come home, and in the weekends you'd go ride on Saturday because there was only Sunday races back then. And you'd ride all day Saturday and party and stuff, you know, and then you'd get home late and have to change your studs over to ice studs. So you're doing that at midnight because you wanted to go have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
You try to get up early and get to the race and whatnot. So yeah, it was mostly just training and a lot of riding in '89 because it was a one-day race.
Yeah. Yeah. But what was it like after winning the I-500 there in '89? It
was great. I had a new ride. I had my Jeep pickup. Could throw my snowmobile in the back of that pickup and go anywhere. You could haul it back and forth with me and stuff, and just rode a few more races. Sled was just trashed, you know, so it was pretty hard to compete after that. Everything was bent, and I didn't get a new chassis till that spring when the race director helped me get a new chassis for it and put that in. Well, by then it was 90 sleds.
Was that is that one still at the Hall of Fame? Because I know it was out there for a little bit. Is it still out there, or do you have it now again?
Yeah. I had it at my house for a long time, and you'd get it, you know, clean the carbs and get it running, and then you'd go ride it. And after a while, I'm like, this thing is not that fun to ride, and I really don't need it around here taking up space. I talked to Sandberg, and he goes, yeah, they'd probably want to. I called and talked to, I think Sandberg set it up, and I was able to bring it there and drop it off when I went there when Hubert Fixon got inducted in the Hall of Fame, which Hubert Fixon was Brian Nelson's mechanic.
Yep.
And so I brought it there when he was my mechanic. He helped me. Me and him spent many, many road trips together, going back and forth to races. He was engineering the ZR at that time, and we were riding the Prowlers. And but yeah, so we got to be really good friends, and then he got inducted to Hall of Fame. So I brought it down there and gave it to them. Yeah, I got it all cleaned up and put back pretty close to the way we rode it in the 500. Not completely, because I didn't have certain things that we used, anymore. I threw away the big trailing arms with the 1/4-inch angle iron welded onto them.
Yeah.
And the rear skid wasn't like the exact thing. I drilled them out and got the bolts, safety wired, kind of like we did, because I was an aircraft mechanic. We safety wired everything for airplanes, and that's how we kept the bolts in. Sure, Bobby Minnie wishes he had his safety wired. I think, it's pretty hard to say, but he's pretty sure he would have run that race if he would have broke down. So that's always the ifs and what ifs deals. You just never know. Paul Mack would have won that one race too if his radiator cap wouldn't have melted off or whatever happened to him, in 87, I think, when Nolan won.
We were just talking. It was kind of funny. We went from winning the 500 in 89 on a Polaris, and then you jump right onto a Prowler.
Yeah, right. Well, Russ Ebert was from my hometown, right? The story on that is Russ Ebert from my hometown here in Nisswa. And he's always been, that mentor you always looked up to, because he raced everything, cars, snowmobiles. His brother raced for John Deere, and he was part of everything, designed front ends for John Deere and Articat. And he was just a really, really intelligent guy. So, and I kept talking to him, I'd ask him questions here and there, and of course he had a million other things to do, but he was super nice to me and helped me with any questions I had. But he would, I was asking, like, how's Articat doing, because he was an Articat guy. And he says, well, I don't think it's time yet, I don't think it's time yet. Well, then they were developing that Prowler. I had one in 89, and then I ran 90, was running super good on a Polaris in 90.
Yeah.
And broke my front shock, broke off, and then it went up and jammed up my steering and drove me right into a creek bed.
Oh.
And I was doing really well. I think I had a shot, of course, that's what you always think. So, but that happened, and I'm like, if this thing can break, I really want to, I was kind of doing it to make money, I guess, too. I'm like, well, I'm done with that shit. And Articat, Russ said that, it was time. I think Articat's got a new product coming out, and it looks pretty awesome, and everything's looking good. All the words he's gotten out of the factory is it's a really nice machine.
Well, it would
so
have been
Joey, I had met Joey quite a few years before that, out at the snow show out in Montana. And so I was always buddies with Joey and Greg Harris. Harry, he's freaking card, and so is Joey, I guess. And then, so they offered me an opportunity to ride in 91, the 91 machines. And it was a good deal, I've been paying for all my machines and stuff, and they were looking for somebody to help run with Kirk, I guess, because Kirk's, of course, the master. And I said, sure, I'll give it a whirl, and got some machines, and it was a good deal for me. But the machines weren't the greatest, so we struggled.
But
luckily we.
Oh, sorry. In 90 there, you would have been seeing Brian Nelson won Pine Lake on that EXT special. And then Kirk Hibbert won the I-500 on the EXT special. Yeah. So then it would have been well, shit, they're doing really good in 90.
Right. If it would have kept that same machine.
Yeah, and then come 91 with the Prowler.
Yeah.
It was definitely, you definitely made it was encouraging, because they had just put Fox shocks on all their machines. And I was talking with Mike Bristow at the time, and he was complaining about the same things we were, that these shocks stink. And these guys were using Fox shocks, and Articat put them on that EXT special. So there was a lot of talk about shocks, which I didn't know jack squat about that. I'm just like, well, I don't know. They're coming with something. I'm going to get a better deal. But yeah, and they were coming up and doing really well. So you're right. You're right. And then we got put on a different machine. And every time you drove it, it broke. So luckily, I missed a couple of races, and they were breaking some stuff then up in Strathcona. A lot of the not the arms, the ski spindles were breaking on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some research, and there's an Arctic Insider article talking with you. I think John Sandberg did it back in like 2012, and you had a quote about the Prowler Special, and Jeremy Fyle said it was dog turd slow and unpredictable.
I forgot about that. He printed that. Gosh. It was definitely both of those things.
Yeah.
You would take off from a start line and you'd be leading for probably 100 feet because they had good torque on the bottom, but they had zero top end. It was a bad deal.
So it was just
But
two rough years on those things then, and then finally got on the ZR chassis.
yeah, there's a lot of story about that too. So in 92 then, in 91, I kind of got hooked up with Dan Scout. So he worked at the airlines with me. And we didn't really meet until 90, I would say. And he was riding Arctic. He had an EXT special. And he actually ran the I-500, and I didn't really know him that well then, in 90. But then we had mutual friends at the airlines because I worked after second shift. A buddy of mine, Rick Girth and Tom Doolman, worked second shift with me. And we got to be good riding buddies. They'd come up and go riding with me around Brainerd here in Nisswa. And then they went to third shift, and they met Scarlett on third shift. So they said, you got to meet this guy, because Scarlett raced, he loves racing. He's a wild man. So we hooked up, and then we both got on board with Arctic Cat through kind of the same deal with Joey. I got him in with Joey. I said, well, if I'm going to race, he's going to be racing with me. You got to give him some kind of deal too. So he got us deal. We both got the Prowlers worked on and stuff, and we were both sucked. It was just a bad deal. But he raced jet skis back in the day, right? And they would always modern jet skis. You're always porting the motors, doing all that kind of shit. So it's a tough story, but we did resort to modding our engines in 92 because if you're losing, what's the difference if you get last or you get fourth or fifth?
Yeah,
you're not going to get the money. You're not stealing from anybody, but you want to better yourself. So he came up with the engine, and he did really well. We did really well. I didn't run it very often. I guess I ran it some, but his motor was done better than mine because him and his buddy that was pretty good at that stuff did theirs, and then I kind of copied whatever they were doing. I went in and ground the shit out of it, got it working pretty good like theirs. But he would run it in some of the races, and I didn't because I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. So his ran in the races. Well, he did pretty good at that. I tell this story to a lot of people, so I don't think it'll matter in the public. But we ran that the Ironman. So the first time he ran that engine in the Ironman, you don't want to get tore down, right? So you don't want to be in the top. So he's doing really well. We calculated out, I think he was in second place, and you had to do at the end of the race, you had to do the oval race.
Yep.
And so he's like, man, what am I going to do? I don't want to get tore down. I don't want to be in the top three. So he came up with the plan. He's going to run. He's leading the laps, right? He's leading in this oval, and he accidentally pulled his tether. And he knew exactly where he needed to be to get his time down to the right spot so that he would be in fourth. Because he really don't want to be the guy that gets caught doing this shit either, But,
yeah.
So, I don't even want to finish this story. But long story short, the guy ahead of him was not legal either on Polaris.
So he ended up in third.
Yeah. So they drug him in, and we're sitting out there, and I should have listened to him. I'm trying to be the voice of reason, but we needed to get back because we had to work at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow.
On Sunday night, right? We had to haul ass, but he's like, we should just leave. We need to leave. I go, no, it's okay. We can stick around. You're in fourth. It's no big deal. Well, then this guy gets freaking pushed out, and they're like, Dan Scarlett, report to teardown. Oh, boy. And I'm like, yeah, we should have left. So I call couple people. I'm like, what do we do? And so all they got to see was the head, and that was enough. They wanted to see it all, but that was enough. Yeah. Like, we ain't sending all this shit in here. You don't need to see the rest.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is the engine that ended up in the 93s. Because then Joey calls me in the middle of summer. He's like, we want that engine. We want to see and I told Dan, I'm like, they want to use, they want to test your stuff, because they already knew. We had talked to Colton, and I was talking to Colton. We were like, what would we do if we needed to gain 500 RPM? We were at that night at the drivers meeting and shit. Larry Colton was in there. Of course, he's the clutching guy back in the day. He goes, well, I'd put this secondary spring in. So that was the big difference maker that day. Threw that in before the race, and that thing, it was running 87, 88 instead of 82.
Yeah.
We went like crazy. That was a fast engine. So in 93, then they took it in, and Joey and, what's the engine guy's name? Anyway, they took it out west, worked with it, and 93s, that was the engine we had. Exact same thing. They used the exact same thing. They might have changed timing or something, but it was the exact pistons. He had drilled the pistons. I mean, everything was identical.
Cool.
So that was what's in the 93. And then we were like, holy cow, this thing runs pretty good. And they had clutched it, and stuff. And then,
so then getting off the Prowler onto the 93 ZR had to have been just a night and day difference of
I felt like I was back on a Polaris. I mean, like, this thing is rock solid. It's got the A-arm suspension, but it was lower, it was wider, it was just everything you needed, right?
Yeah.
And it really went pretty good.
So then,
but you really don't know until you get to your first race. We were out testing on North Long with some guys, and this dude on our lake, he's out there on his MXZ with a hood that says 440 on it. Well, I didn't know, and he's running around, and he kind of drives by me. I'm like, oh man, this thing's freaking slow. We're going to beat by a Skidoo. He'll be shitting me. And so later on, he shows me it was a 580 or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that slow. Because you're getting pretty used to being slow. 2 years on the Prowler.
Yeah.
But then we got to the race, and things were fast.
Yeah.
Me and Dan's sleds both were fast. Kirk, I think I got first, Kirk got second, and Dan got third. So but then we were also kind of hooked up with Hubert and Brian, and it's so much nicer when you got somebody that takes care of you, like you go in their trailer, it's warm. They got goggles, they got spray, you can just get, oh, you need a different clutch? Sure, here's another clutch. We got 6 of them over in the corner. Holy cow. This is awesome, Because I can see my clutches wobbling, and I'm like, I need a different secondary. Well, let's throw one on. Yeah. Cool.
So like 93 Pine Lake, it was the first year of ISOC. It was an ISOC race.
So it was an official event then.
Yeah.
Exactly. It wasn't an outlaw race no more.
Were you showing up on like an open place trailer for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Dan had a 2-place. Well, we had the same one I had one on the other week. It was like a 2-place with the lid that just lifts up, and then you pull them off the back. So we had coverage. We didn't have salt and shit in our sleds anymore.
Well, yeah, that was pretty cool for you, and it was you and Kirk and Scallett getting third. So top 3, the new ZR goes top 3 at Pine Lake. So that was pretty
first
sweet.
Race of the year. Huh.
Yeah, we got to go into the factory and have a day up there. That was fun.
So,
and it was kind of the same in 500, wasn't it? I don't remember who won in 93.
I got it right here.
I want to say, wasn't it like, it was Paik? Wasn't it 93 or 94? I thought it was Paik, yourself, and then I think Kirk.
Kirk won it.
Oh, 95.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kirk won in 93.
Yep, Kirk won it.
He won on that thing, yeah. Me and Paik, I remember I was kind of leading on the last day, but it snowed like a son of a gun, and that was 93, so it was the first year, and they had kind of a belly pan wasn't flat under there. They did some tweaking for 94. It was kind of a pretty low rider, didn't have a lot of clearance.
Yeah.
And it was fresh snow, and I was up towards the front, and I freaking pasted a tree. Yeah, Pake came by. I think Kirk was. Yeah, it was snow. We were battled the snow. You know, the leaders were in 6 inches of fresh snow on the North Shore Trail. It was. Kirk's very accustomed to that kind of stuff. I was not.
But that was 95. I was thinking of where it was Pake, yourself, and then Kirk. Yep.
Yeah. And Pake had a broken rail, and I was, you know, for the last run, and I heard that he had a broken rail. I'm like, I might have a chance, but he made her.
Damn, unreal.
He made her. Right. It was fun. We had to run around Mille Lacs there at 95 the last day because they didn't have any snow.
Oh, sure. I remember reading about that.
Huh.
Yeah, they had Joey's up in a helicopter or something following along above your head, you know, like a drone almost.
Yeah.
But of course, you weren't paying attention to that. Once in a while, you'd catch a view of it, but you were just looking for them road crossings that send you flying. And Jake was far enough ahead where I could get a gauge on him. So,
and then
it was a gas.
But I didn't looking through everything. There's not a lot of results from like say 90, 93, 96, 97. I know you placed. Yeah, it said you got second 3 times and third 3 times in the I-500s. I think.
Yeah, well, a third, a second, first, and then I got another second. I don't really remember. I got a 5th and 10th, in different times. And if it didn't break down, I could usually get in the top 10. But I guess I was probably one of the only prowlers that finished in 92, was it? Where I got like 26th. It was like the top Arctic cat. Like somehow I made it to the end. I don't know.
But then
it's hit and miss. A lot of good guys, you know. If you have a good day and they don't, that's your opportunity. Otherwise, if everybody has a good day, it's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
There's always that handful of guys where you ain't going to beat them unless something happens to them. Like Pake, and Kirk.
But
they run out of gas.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big deal from 96, 97. You went back-to-back Ironman 250 wins. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that was super nice. That was the Hooker track made a big difference in the in the ovals at the end. That was a big thing. Plus, we were running just the ice down the river both times, so it's pretty good on ice. You get out in the rough stuff, and there was quite a few guys that could hammer down and not give a shit. I wasn't good at not giving a shit. I didn't like being off my sled. And you could definitely. I mean, I think one of them wins was in the woods, but it's a challenge. But yeah, the Hooker at the end was a big deal. And then, gosh, who were the guys? I don't know if it was Dan Johnson. They came up with those little blocks we'd put in our spindles to hold the front end down. It was, I think it might have been Matson. The Matson that was in the brake department, not Jerry. Jerry's brothers always helped us too, because one was in the brake department. But you could push down on your front end. You wouldn't have to pull your shocks out to put spacers in them. So you push down on your front end and put these little blocks in. It would hold your arms from going back up, so you could drop your whole sled down in the front 3 inches if you wanted to. Yeah, that was a big deal for winning the oval at the end in the Hooker track.
You ever heard of that, Kyle?
No, but it kind of makes sense because the spindles are kind of like they got goofy shapes in them. So I suppose you could stuff something in the spindles.
Yeah, I still got the blocks actually in my bag of tricks. You just drill a little hole in the spindle, and you could slide the block in, put a cotter pin through it, and it would keep your front end from coming up.
I'll be damn.
Cool. I've seen like some people sometimes, like at the Sioux, sometimes somebody would run a strap on their shock.
Yeah.
So like at the start of the race, they had that strap on and lower down, and then come halfway, they'll come through and just saws all that strap off. To get it back up, ride full height again.
Yeah.
So
that's a great idea, isn't it? That's the best. That's a super. Yeah, I bet you've seen everything. I mean, these guys, you got to come up with some tricks. There, you can't just be a Joe Blow, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever have
Guys
any offers to go out to run the Sioux I-500?
Yeah, they wanted me to run the Canterbury one year. Brian Sturgeon ran it, and I don't remember who his partner was, but they wanted me to run that Canterbury Sioux. They ran that one time.
Oh, the Super Enduro.
Is that what they called it? I don't know. It was to me, I couldn't see myself driving around in a circle for 8 hours or whatever they did. I'm just like, man, I'm not interested in that. And then the Iron Dog too, or back then I think the thing up in New Brunswick, is it? No, up in Canada, the other one that what do they call it? Something Man. Kane's Quest, yeah. You want to do that too? I'm like, no way. They're doing that shit. I'm not. 3 hours on a sled's enough. I don't need 12-hour days in the dark and stuff. I don't know. I just wasn't into it. Plus, I had to work. I wasn't a farmer. Farmers get to do all that cool shit.
Right.
Farmers and excavators.
Yeah, seasonal construction guys.
Yeah.
And almost always it's an excavator guy. They got money. They got money, and they got the winter off.
Yeah.
Farmers and excavators. Yeah. Fake was a farmer. I never knew that right away. I figured he was something else, but then I'm like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. You don't have to work all winter. He can do whatever he wants.
But and then
Shield, Davidson, all them guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. How long you raced and all the people you got to race against. So you got to race against like John Wick and all that stuff too. Even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. John Wick racing that first Spirit Mountain race back in, man, I don't know what it was at 90. Was it even it was in the 90s, I think, when we raced Spirit Mountain the first time, and John Wick was just an animal out there. Yeah. Man, this guy ain't afraid of nothing. Yeah. Flying off jumps and shit, It's like he was going after it. Young.
Yeah.
And good.
Yeah, that was where I was curious on, when we talked to Joey Hallstrom about that, Arctic Cat never really put together a Sioux effort there in the mid 90s to where you think you would have had a hell of a team to put you and Kirk and Paik on a Sioux sled. You think that'd be a hell of a 3-man team, but it didn't seem like they had any interest or anything.
Yeah, I don't know if he just did. It must not have struck him as being something they wanted to get involved in, because Sturgeon was, Eagle River was, they were into the Formula 3.
Yeah.
And Sturgeon was running all that with Thorson and Schwartzwalter, and they were doing a ton of the Eagle River stuff, the ovals. But yeah, the Sioux, I don't know. I don't remember anybody really even talking about it now that you say that.
Yeah, because it was Cricky and Pierce. Polaris was putting a lot into it, I think, with those guys. They were just dominating. But yeah, it was TNS went out there with Brian.
Yeah, you don't really see any of the Factory Cat stuff till the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, and they were running the TNS, and they kind of had all their eggs into Sturgeon, and I think Lindbeck ran a lot of that stuff too. Dale. Yeah, he ran. I think when Sturgeon got hurt, Dale got to run all of his equipment. He got to be the fish, the sturgeon.
Yeah.
But then, so was 98? Did you race in 98, or was 97 your last year?
Well, yeah, 97. I was running the I-500, and my back was so messed up. I really didn't even want to run the 500, and I think I went up at 98 to run the 500, and I pulled my entry. I was running the test lap the day before, and I'm like, Hubert, I just can't. I know I can't do the shit. I can't even hardly make the day before lap, the test lap. I just pulled the pin, and I'm like, this ain't good. I can't run the way I should. Why bother? I pulled out in 98.
Oh, so
97, I think I hit my back so hard. We were going in them ditches up there, and blind most of the time. There's no sun, there's no definition, and I screwed along. I hit this thing, and it just set me up in the air a mile high, and I landed and just snapped my back. I'm just like, oh man, I'm messed up. Is my shock any good? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. And I kept going, and I'm going pretty good. It's probably in that article with Sandberg too. And I'm like, I think I'm doing all right. And then Val Schlaben passed me. I'm like, yeah, I probably should just quit. Not that she ain't passed, but it wasn't going to be anything in my class.
Well, yeah, like even just Alex Satine, he broke his back just hitting on the backside of an approach, just weird. So it's
you just didn't. You think you got things under control, and all of a sudden, boom, you're in another world. Yeah, that poor guy. He was out for a year and a half. I'm surprised he's even racing again.
Yeah. No, I think I can't remember, was it last year or 2 years ago? He had said he still had just kind of
last year when we were at his house.
Yeah, and he said that.
Yeah.
But
wait till he gets to be 62. I'm sitting in this car wondering how I'm going to get out.
Crank the heater so everything loosens up a little bit.
I got the seat heater on, and you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm not sure how this is going to go yet. So I get to the shower, and then you're like, well, it just comes and goes after that. And once you have a pretty good damage like that, you have good days and bad days. Hopefully he has lots of good ones, and he doesn't have any more problems. That guy's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's helping me out a lot with this new Polaris, and I told him that I really appreciated that. So,
did you pick that up from Evan?
Yep, I got that from Evan Peppel. This late spring. So it was going to be his train sled, but then he had never ended up getting to use it with no train races. So.
No train. Yeah. That's good though. That's a great. You ed a lot of help there. A lot of good persons to help you out with that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got Kyle here too. So.
Right. Can be the rocket man getting off the line. You'll be way ahead of everybody.
Yeah, we already did different stud patterns, so he's out of the water there.
He's already fallen back.
He ain't going with the double backers or whatever.
No,
I got doubles in there.
Yeah, but they're not. I'm going 4-2, 4-2, 4-2.
Oh, you're going goofy.
Yeah. So it'd be easy to.
Everybody's got their tricks, right?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yep. Yeah. Now that we're
you
talking
get out
about
there,
it,
then
I'm gonna start welding hooker plates in.
Make
Make a threaded 1.25 stud.
Yeah. I still got some around you can put in there.
Yeah.
I hide them in my boxes once in a while. I'm like, these little bigger track, but man, they are something. Bill Schultz had a shop down in the cities there that I would go over to and weld them on. He welded my first one, and then he told me, you may as well just weld these on yourself. He had a machine there that was sucked all the stuff away while you're welding. He had it set up really nice.
Cool. If it wasn't for your back, would you have kept going? Like, how'd you feel otherwise other than that?
Oh, yeah. I would have kept going. I actually had a couple years off there in 98, 99. I slacked off, and then I felt pretty good in 2000 and started racing the 2000 ZR 440 quite a bit, but only around here in the Heartland circuit, because I had moved up north in 97 and I had my own business, and I didn't have the freelance deal working for somebody else. We worked like 6:30 to 3, so you had a lot of time off when I worked for the airlines. When I moved back up to Brainerd here and had my own business, kind of in the sewer business, and I didn't have time to do much. I had a wife and kids, and the kids were getting bigger, and just didn't have a lot of time. So I went to the Sunday races, the Heartland races, and raced against a bunch of those guys that had also kind of retired. Jim Kendall, and there was a handful of guys that had moved back to that. Not many of us, but they were. I did that. I actually ran Pine Lake again and I ran all the pro classes in 2000, 2001, 2, and 3.
Oh.
And I actually had the 2000, this is my idea anyway. It's kind of like Bob Mini. I kind of had that race won in 2003. We were racing against the F5s, and I still had my 01 440.
Oh, yeah. I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
We questioned that in the snow week. It said something that you were on a 440, and me and Kyle were like, well, that doesn't
would have been a Firecat. Yeah.
Yeah, we were racing against the 440s. I mean, no, I wasn't on a Firecat chassis. I was on the 01 440, but I think we were racing the F5s because then they went, was it 02 they had the 440s that were on the Firecat chassis?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
And then 03, they went to the 500 class.
Yep.
So they let the F5s run. And so I was running my old 01 ZR chassis against the Firecat F5. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was behind me. It wasn't far behind me, but I was leading that race pretty damn a long time, and I felt like I could have stayed where Justin Winter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Justin Winter. I think he ended up winning.
Yeah, he did.
But I was ahead of him quite a while, and I finally ran a little lean about 3/4 of the way through that race. One side got lean on me and burned down.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the problem with them damn 440s. They're so finicky.
Well, the old ones weren't as bad as the 02s. Those 02s, I don't know how you keep them together. Those were, for some reason, they were different. I worked on a lot of those for people, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've put bigger jets in, and they still burn down. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But that 01 was fast and furious, but I used full race fuel. Jake started using half and half in 01 or 2000, maybe it was. And that really worked for him. So I started using half and half. And then I just decided to go, I'm buying this shit. I just went full race fuel, and I could lean it down a little more. And it ran good, but I was one size too lean on the one side. I don't know why they don't burn down right away. Like, why does it take half the race?
Yeah.
You gotta get that much heat in there to make it go lean. I don't even understand still.
Huh.
Yeah.
Timing.
Yeah, every time I do see like one of those 201, 02 ZR 440s on Marketplace, every single one of them always has an aftermarket, the cylinder on it.
Yeah, the one cylinder's not painted.
Yeah. One's black and one's gray.
Yeah.
And they'd be a great engine still if we could buy exhaust valves for them. They would always wreck those exhaust valves, and they don't make them no more.
No, that was what the exhaust valves, I think. I bought a O2 ZR600, and the guy had installed the exhaust valves backwards. So they had actually ended up hitting the piston. And I went up to Mike McCardle's, and he actually had a set of exhaust valves that he sold me. So no, maybe he gave them to me. Yeah. So shout out Mike McCardle. He gave me some exhaust valves.
That's fortunate. I still got a 99 cylinder if anybody needs one of them, 440 cylinder. That was a odd year.
Yeah.
No other cylinder would work on that year.
Yeah. Put it on Marketplace. It'll be sold instantly.
Yeah. I should. I had a 90, gosh, what was it? No, an 02 cylinder that I gave to Josh Foote. He went and ran that deal down at ERX. What do they call that again?
Oh, the Ditchbanger National.
Yeah, he did. And he needed a cylinder. Actually, I brought one home from Pine Lake that Kirk had probably gave him. And I remembered that. And then I ran across it. I'm like, shit, he could probably use this thing. So I gave it to him. Somebody that's going to go race with it. That's a big deal.
Yeah, right. Somebody that's going to use this stuff.
Yeah.
So what made you want to come back and start racing again, Jeremy, when this old 440 class that Chad had kind of brought up again, or what was the...
Yeah. So, he brought up that class. Chad calls all us old duffers, and says, we're going to do this. You got to do this. We're going to have this, and there was a million questions. And I'm like, well, it sounds cool, but I don't got a sled. Well, then Justin Olson, who kind of set up the whole Nisswa race for, anytime there was a Nisswa race, he was in charge of it. He's a younger kid, and I've been helping him since he was probably 17, 18, I would say. I knew his family. His dad used to race with me and stuff. But anyway, he had a 440. And he's like, we should do this. And I'm like, oh, man. That's fun, I said, that's a great idea, but I don't really want to be the guy riding it necessarily, but it is pretty fun. And then I said, bring the sled over. I got a bunch of my old parts. We'll get the thing kind of up to speed or see what we can do. And so he did, and he was all pumped about it. So I'm like, I want to help. Russ Ebert helped me when I was a kid. I'm going to help one of these younger guys myself. It's kind of like giving back, So, so we got her going, and sure enough, I had my old track, I had my old shocks, I got all the the 97 manual is just filled with information that I hand wrote, all my valving and blah, blah, blah. Can't find half the stuff anymore, but you can get most of it. So he got excited about it. So then I got the machine running pretty good, and I'm like, this thing runs really good. Maybe we should do this. And the first year we didn't because my back hurt like hell, and I'm like, I just ain't feeling it, and so we begged out of it. And the next year, after I went there and watched it, I'm like, and you won it. Gunner won it. Yeah.
Yep.
The first time. And I'm like, I think we can, we should do this. We gotta give it a shot. And, that was kind of what did it. Justin Olson was the big drive for me.
That was, I kind of had that question in the back of my mind on how that relationship started, because I've seen then Justin has raced that sled at like Nadawash. And,
Yeah.
And so I was curious on if it was one of your old sleds or what, but.
Yeah, it's his sled. We just put all my stuff on it.
Oh,
junk.
cool.
And, and he loves riding it too. That's why I wish there was a 440 class, because he's got to run against 600. That's kind of tough, to keep interested in something that it runs good against the 600. Don't get me wrong, but just not against that one Grover. If it wasn't for the takeoff, we'd be all right. Yeah. That 600 he's got is just, that thing flies off the line so hard.
Yeah.
But so he's excited about it. He loves it. We still work on it. I mean, I moved the handlebars, an old Deerdall trick, moving the handlebars forward. That was a big deal. Gunner, Westland, he ran the Heartland circuit up here, and he didn't love it when the iStock guys had come race there. So he would always make you do everything. He made sure you were just right, because he didn't want you taking away his guys and whatever. Gunner was an awesome dude, and he knows, he's been around, right? He was a Pro 5. He knows when something's up. He's done it all himself, all the Pro 5 guys, they know how to make shit fast. But so when we go there, we couldn't have our handlebars forward, but iStock would let us. So getting those up there helps a lot for handling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was Mr. Deerdall. He started that whole deal back in the day for Chad and Brian.
Yeah, you'd run it on the other side of the loop there.
Yeah, you put the post on the front side of the cross member there.
Yeah.
Just gives you a little more room, but a lot of people don't need it. I need it. I'm kind of big. My belly gets in the way.
Well, no, that's a pretty awesome career, Jeremy. I can't believe you're not in the Hall of Fame yet. I think you should have been.
Well,
I don't think I want to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, I think you should have been.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I only won a couple races. There's guys that are just incredible. There's no. That was a cool event to go to, though. I only been there once when Huber got in and Brian did his deal and Brian Nelson did his speech and stuff, and Steve Hoole was the same time. It was great.
Yeah. Your 97 is in the Hall of Fame, isn't it?
There's a guy who rebuilt a machine. He found my 97. That's what it was. What's his name? I got it on my phone here, but he found my 97 on Facebook, and he texted me or messaged me, and I'm just looking it up here. But yeah, he messaged me. He found it. He restored it. And then he came up, and I gave him my windshield. That's why I don't have it for Justin's sled, I guess, but I was thinking about going and getting it. My big hook on the side, that hung down a bunch. I put that thing back to pretty much the way I ran it too. Yeah, he found it. And the only biggest reason we knew it was mine, because I think it had the hooker on it. Which, when you put the hooker in there, you had to I had to tear the whole thing apart and take the heat exchangers, because they were your track guide, your stud protector.
Yep.
So I had to take that. I had to pull that all out, unhook it, drill new holes up in the front of the tunnel, move them closer to each other so they ran right down the middle.
Yeah.
And so that's how I identified it, because I sure don't know the serial number, but I could identify it by that way. I had the hooker on it still.
Cool.
So anyway, he restored it. Yeah, he restored it and put it down there. Yeah, Jesse Babler. He's a huge. There's guys like that. They'll buy anybody's machine that ever ran the I-500 or the Jeep 500 or whatever. I mean, he's got Tammy something or other's 442 a gal that he found. I mean, these guys are really into the vintage stuff.
No, that's pretty cool.
I was really confused because I just seen like pictures of it in some museum or whatever, that 92 sled.
Yeah.
And then I seen it at Pine Lake, and I was like, you just took it off the shelf of the museum and brought it down here.
Right. Well, I told Babler about it too. I go, yeah, we actually, because I forgot that was even a thing down there until I was looking for parts. And then he had called me later about it after he saw I ran that. And I go, yeah, I should have just went down and got your sled, 'cause you got all my stuff on it.
Yeah.
That would have been a better idea. It had the windshield on it from like the I-5 or the Ironman. Got the windshield that has the bulbed out deals that covered your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That we had to kind of hand make and put on there. I think Steve Hansen might have been the first guy to build those things. The little wings, I guess you'd call them.
Yep.
So you could run a low windshield with the big wings that protected your hands from the ice chunks and crap flying.
No, it was always pretty easy to identify like yours and Dan Scallett's sled, because you both had the 92 and number 93 in the same spot. So it was.
Yeah. Yeah, we tended to have exactly the same thing, usually.
Yeah.
His ideas, my ideas, we'd always come up with something. And then we could all fabricate them at Northwest. We were working for the airlines. That tool shop down there is endless. I mean, you got everything you'd ever want to build something, building paddles for your track when we were running Spirit, aluminum paddles. I mean, they got so much stuff. We used to bake all our brake pads in the oven there, because we worked midnight, so there wasn't a lot of people around at the midnight shift. 2 in the morning, they knew when we were baking our brake pads, because it stunk to high heaven. We'd bake them up to like 400 or 500 degrees and let them bake for 20 minutes or so, and then quench them, and they were 10 times the brake pad they were before we started.
Damn.
Yeah, it just stunk like crazy, though.
Giving out all your speed secrets, Jeremy.
Yeah, kind of. But I'm old and done now, so you guys got to try them now.
Yeah.
Start heat quenching.
Yeah.
Freaking brake pads.
Right?
Yeah. Thanksgiving turkey, and right below it is going to be brake.
Yeah, you don't want to do it in your house oven. We did that once. So it wasn't a good idea. It's a stinky deal.
Yeah.
I was I teased people of one time. Is like, yeah, we soak our Hyfax in vinegar. It's just random off the wall thing, and people be like, look at you like, really?
We'll try anything, right? Or that spray on stuff you put in your car to make your dash look shiny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Guys were soaking them in that.
Yeah.
Brian Nelson, I remember he used to run his tracks underwater. You've probably heard that story, I'm sure. Running his tracks underwater for like 2 days. Just let them run on a machine in a water bath.
I know they've made machines to run them to stretch them, but I never heard the underwater thing.
Yeah, it was something to keep it cool. So as it was running, it would get that motion or something. He'd probably tell the story a lot better.
Huh? Cool.
He had plenty of his own little tricks, that's for sure. Everybody's got something. Well, half of them probably don't do a damn thing, but they make you feel like you're going to do better.
Yeah.
We'd pull all our bearings out and coat them with aircraft bearing grease. It was way better stuff than what just the grease you buy.
Yeah.
The oil 7380 for the engines or the turbine engines. That oil was incredible. I'd pack them full. You'd have extra bearings in the thing to throw them in your bogey wheels. Every other heat race, you could put new wheels on that had fresh oil in them instead of grease. Probably didn't do jack shit, but just stupid shit you did.
Huh? Yeah, that's all pretty neat stuff. Do you have any takes on like the current state of snowmobile racing, Jeremy? On what you think is gone on? Any opinions on the current state of racing?
I don't know. I mean, I can only foresee it being ice racing. You know, we did a ton of ice racing back then because of the same reasons, the DNR and all these people, you don't get permits. Up around Nisswa here, you can't race here because all the tourists, you know, they don't want their driveway getting, they want to use their driveway. I was out plowing to beat the band, you know, to keep these people happy when we did the Nisswa race, and they're still complained enough where they shut it down.
Oh, geez.
Even though we were doing everything we could, you know, I don't know. It's just people have different, they don't go stand by their driveway to watch a race anymore. Remember, we used to get out of school, they would go watch these guys come through when they had the I-500. Now they practically shun you because you're coming through on a snowmobile.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I got a feeling it's all going to be on lakes. It's just the way it's going to work. I hope places like Park Rapids and Walker, you know, I hope they can pull these off and keep them going.
Yeah, like it's got to come down to almost right on somebody's property. Like I know Zach Herfindahl was up in the UP of Michigan, and they're making trails on Jay Middlestead's property because that's where they're going to have the last core race of the year.
Yeah.
So it's almost got to be it's almost got to be on somebody's private property to where you don't have to deal with any state permits of sorts or anything.
Well, Joe Van Lysel and I were talking about that at Leech Lake. There's 250 miles of lakeshore on Leech Lake. He said if you do 2 laps around that, that's 500 miles. You could do a lake race I-500.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, around the shore, which is still an ice race, which is fine, though, you know, you got to, but then there's going to be, you know, you can't get too close to shore because somebody's got an ice skating rink there. And
Yeah.
There's just so much, you know, you got to almost go out to the middle, just like Pine Lake. You got to go out there. I'm surprised there ain't somebody complaining around there yet, which I'm sure you've had people.
I think
they're all happy to see you.
Yeah, I think it's been around the community so long to where like it's kind of accepted that even the fishermen, like they don't really go even put their ice houses out there until after the race is done. So I think it's kind of a communal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good people, and they just say, well, this is the way it is. You know, they don't want to buck this. They don't want to change things. Whereas a lot of people around my area, they moved from somewhere else, and they want to change everything. You know, like you moved here because it was nice. Now you're going to bring your ideas with you. So it's tough. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to survive racing. It's got to have to be lakes, I suppose. But I hope it isn't.
Yeah.
Hope you guys get to go beat your bodies too.
Yeah.
Get that Deep River I-500 ditch toss.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on my I-500 experiences, so it's
Is that right?
Yeah, it was my first year. I was on a Gen 2 XE500, and the primary clutch actually exploded on it, so which was really odd. And then that next year, I was on my Skidoo Rev in 2014, and just weeded myself like 2 miles into the race on the 4th approach, and it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
That was where I said, I think I'm an ice guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to just stick to the ice.
You are.
I'm crossing my fingers.
You're the ice man. You're the new ice man. That should be fun to see you. It's fun to see. It's going to be fun to see you riding this year on that sled. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I hope
you got talent.
I look forward to it. Just something different, something to change. Not wrestling that heavy 4-stroke like I had been in the last, I don't know, 5 years in pro class. So
yeah, you got enough talent. You just need some speed, and you're going to be rocking. I mean, your will to win is incredible.
I appreciate that, Jeremy.
I would say.
I still have a lot of fun on that old ZR440 and that ZRT 600, so we'll have those out there.
Yeah,
this
you
year
do.
Too, so.
I love your videos too. As you're driving along 114 and it locks up, I'm like, yep, that's the way it goes.
Yep.
What happened? Take a guess.
Yeah.
That F7, you made that video. Was it an F7?
Yep. Yeah. It blew up on me locked up on me down in Walker. It was a weak fuel pump.
Was it?
Yeah,
it couldn't keep up.
The stock fuel pump eventually just quit. It was getting harder to start and wasn't starting. So then we put a Dennis Kirk fuel pump in there, and Dad 3 pulls, it fired right up. It's like, all right, we fixed it. Mm-hmm. And then here a stock fuel pump needs to run like 40 psi, and that aftermarket one was only running about 30. So,
Is that right?
yeah. So like our Mike McCardle, he said, yeah. So you just kind of jetted it like 4 sizes too lean. Being an EFI.
No wonder it was so fast. No wonder I was going 5 miles an hour more than it usually does.
Yeah.
A lot of guys were doing that. They were trying to restrict their fuel pumps there in the F5s and the 6s to because you can't get into the ECM anymore. So the only way to lean it down is with 87 octane or lowering your fuel pressure is what they were thinking. I don't really know how it all worked out, but
yeah. But no, it's
it doesn't work. We figured that out.
You know how it worked out.
It doesn't work out the greatest.
yeah.
Right. 30s is just a little bit low.
Yeah.
Just a little lean.
Not enough.
Yeah, maybe 35. You'd have been fine. Jack her up.
But yeah, we really appreciate your time today, Jeremy. It's been
fun.
Sit in your car and talk to us about the good old days of snowmobiling. So
I know. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't abuse anybody's name or anything on it. They'll be calling, what in the hell are you doing talking about?
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. We're all old. Hey, man. The gig is up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, we really appreciate it.
Look forward to seeing you at Pine Lake.
Sounds good. We'll see you there, Jeremy.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
You bet. Ciao.
Bye. The legend, Jeremy Fyle. That was a good call.
Yep, that was a good one.
Really good phone call, Jeremy.
Good audio the whole time.
Yeah.
Cut out.
Yeah, really good.
He's sitting in his car.
Yeah,
he's a professional. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what we got to start telling people. Go sit in your car.
You got to go sit in your car.
Well, that I have that struggle too. Is like I'll be on the phone with somebody at home, and like next thing you know, you're out walking in the field.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Did like this earlier today.
Yeah,
you call me and you're like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, we got Jeremy at noon." And I started thinking, and I was like, what was I doing? I was like, oh, yeah, I was doing laundry.
How did I end up in the garage? Why do I have a brake rotor in my hand?
Yeah.
No, that was a really good call. What do you got, the Vikings on there, Kyle?
Yeah, 6-10, we're leading.
What is it?
It's 5 seconds to the half.
To the half.
Baltimore's going to kick a field goal, and they made it.
Ooh,
so it's
commies.
9-10.
9-10. We used to play when we pipelined, like we'd play a betting game, and then so it'd be at the halftime and at the end of the game, and it was like you had a certain number you draw at whatever the number was. So like 9-10, the number would have been like a 9, and then so that's a super odd number that you'd never really get. So some people would just be like just kicking themselves right now, getting a 9, but.
Yep. That's the problem with the casino, damn it.
Yep.
I'm not a gambler.
Me either.
No.
If I lose $5, I'm pissed.
Oh, me too. Every week they try to get me to, come on, Gunner, $20. It's like, I lost last weekend. The one time you made me do it, I'm not going to lose another 20.
Yeah.
So, how's wrenching going for you, Kyle?
Going good. I'm almost done. Just studding tracks now.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What's your stud pattern? 4-2, 4-2?
Yep. In a V. But so it'll essentially be a 4-3, 4-3 if it's too loose.
Oh, sure. What about on the outside?
3 in a row, then I'll pull.
Sure.
3 in a row, space, 3 in a row, space,
Yep.
and then I can pull them if it's too tight.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yep.
Do the most right now because then it's easier to loosen it up.
Yeah.
Rather than add studs.
I thought of that when we had said that last time where I said I'd rather start loose and then tighten up, but no, I'd rather start tight and then loosen it up there. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's easier to loosen it up rather than tighten it up.
Yeah. I did have somebody message me about a pretty good question here that we could debate. How long have we been going, Brody?
Hour 23.
Okay. Ben Dyball, he asked, question for you guys next Shop Talk episode. $4,000 to $5,000 budget. Wanting to get into amateur ice racing, what sled would you recommend starting with and why? 600 class. So then I asked, I was like, oh, are you like newer stuff or older classic stuff? So like 2015 and above, or like 04 and older of sorts. He said maybe both. Debating on EFI or carbed. Wouldn't have a year limit or anything I would be running. So you got $4,000 to $5,000.
Ice racing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amateur ice racing.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
Firecat's a pretty good one.
The Firecat's a good one. It's just a little bit more like the 13 and a half wide track.
Yeah, they're oddballs.
Oh yeah, oddball stuff. The
Suspension is totally different.
The suspension doesn't have torque links on it.
Yeah.
It's just solid mounted to the tunnel. So
It's a unique sled.
it's a good sled, but with a 13 and a half wide track and the torque links, your setups are going to be a little bit different than conventional, a 15 wide and a normal
If you
ZR
go
skid frame.
with a 2000 Gen 2 XC600, that's a good sled. Tons of engine parts available.
Yeah.
How long do they use that Carb 600 VES engine?
Yeah.
Till 2015, pretty much essentially the same engine.
Yeah.
And then
Or-
skid frame is an extra 10. So
You could like
you're set.
yeah. No DuPont though. That's the kicker of it.
But there is a way to just run the factory white high facts if you can find them.
Yeah.
They last a lot longer than the Dennis Kirk high facts.
Well, along the lines of that, like you could go 04 Pro X 600
Yeah.
Pro X skid DuPonts, and essentially kind of the same ballpark.
Yeah. The only thing is it's not essentially a good ice sled because they're so rectangular in the skid frame, and then the front shocks too are longer.
Oh, really?
So they bend the pipe different.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't think of that.
And they're wider. I think the Gen 2, 2000 Gen 2 is wider.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 43 inches from the factory. The Gen 2 is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be hard to. What did you say? 2000.
Yeah.
So it'd be hard to beat a 99 non-power valve like what
Yeah.
Dad's is.
Yeah.
Really good sled, or a 2000 XC600 Gen 2.
Yeah.
That's about. They're such good sleds.
Yeah.
They're so easy.
And you
to,
could find them for $1,000.
yeah,
All day long.
$1,500.
Yeah.
And you can put
Your $4,000 budget's not even cut in half with the sled alone.
yeah.
And then you just get a track, a hacksaw, 1-inch hacksaw, 15 wide, 121, and then studs. So there's probably another $1,500. And them Polaris skis are probably the best skis that they ever made. You don't need to change the skis.
No, very like even the Arctic Cat skis. That's
Yeah.
what we're running on the ZRT.
Yeah.
Don't even need carbides. Saving you money.
No, the old Polaris skis and those old Arctic Cat skis, if they're not like dry rotted or
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
they're a really good neutral steering ski.
Yeah, you could even go up to like a 01 ZR 600 is another good one.
They're not as fast.
Yeah.
Like my 02 ZR 600 is not a speed demon
Yeah.
by any means. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of options, but Arctic Cat and Polaris is like what we're essential to. I don't know anything about the 600 Skidoos.
No, me neither. No, or a SIRX 600. I
Yeah,
don't know
for
any.
ice, the skid frames in them
No.
are just junk.
So, yeah, 600 class racing, 04 F6. If you want to be a little bit different setups.
If you had time, and the sled is going to cost more, so
A
you'll
little bit
probably
more.
be in about $3,000 ball range for a nice 04 600.
Yeah, $3,000, and then you got to think oddball track.
Yeah.
all the bearings.
So if you order a track off Tracks USA, I think they cut the tracks to 13.5 wide.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They take a hacksaw and cut them, I think.
Yeah.
A hacksaw, huh?
Yep. Hacksaw track.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, they manually with an hacksaw. Like, you'd think there'd be a better way.
You have a hacksaw in your F7.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, what kind of track is in your depth?
Somebody cut it with a hacksaw.
So yeah, if you're just going for fun, a 2000 XC600
You
Gen
can
2,
find them for $1,500 all day long.
$1,500, $500 track,
You could even use the factory Polaris track if it's in good shape.
Yeah, true.
And just run .867 studs or whatever the length is on them.
And then drive all 4 new driveline bearings, depending on,
Then the bearings you can find on Amazon for cheap. They're just a 6205. They're pretty easy.
Yeah. That's our usual is on these older sleds, 4 new driveline bearings, 4 new bearings in the rear axle, and then we'll just take out all the skid frame wheels because DuPonts.
Can't do that on a Polaris.
No.
And then your suspension is super simple. It's just 0 pros, Fox shocks. But the Gen 2s from the factory did come with a position sensitive in the rear. Get rid of that.
Throw that away.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
Yeah. It's essentially just
limiter straps in the front, limiter strap in the rear.
Both adjustable.
Yep.
You could adjust your suspension.
I think that last year Brody raced Gen 2, it was still pretty high up.
Yeah.
Because it was bumpy the year prior, so then Dad raised it up.
Yeah.
So I think you were still racing it. It was raised up more than other people's.
Even the factory springs work good in them things.
Yeah.
The only thing is in the front spring, you're going to want to change it to a shorter one because when you compress that front arm, you're putting so much pressure on that front spring because it's too long. So
just take that front spring out.
Yep, you could just put
We've done it.
Put a cultivator spring on there. That's what the Wall Brothers skid frame is, like a Wall Brothers oval skid.
Oh, yeah.
It's just there's no shock on it. It's a little torsion spring.
No, I'm just saying on the spring, on the front skid shock itself, the spring, like if you
Take it out.
If you have a super stiff front skid spring and you can't get a softer one, like we have no spring in the ZRT now.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's that dial adjust. It's a much bigger bodied shock.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have a spring for that one.
Yeah.
So no spring.
But the shock is compressed itself. It'll always go back.
Yeah. That the front arm really doesn't do much.
There's only really an inch of travel there.
Yeah.
So
don't
do much.
What about a newer sled then, Kyle?
So like 2015 plus?
Yeah.
That's where it gets interesting.
If he's wanting to... So that's a pretty good money-saving deal. And the old sleds go on the ice and in the tight woods. That older sled is going to be as competitive as a new sled.
Yeah.
I would say.
Just not launching
It'd be easier to ride for amateur ice racing, I would say, too.
Yeah. Just don't launch it.
Well, he's talking about ice racing.
Yeah.
So if you want
people launch stuff on the ice. Jeremy Fyle.
Yeah. A newer one, like a 2015, 16 Arctic-Cat 600s were pretty, if you wanted to go EFI, they were pretty good sleds. I mean, Herf did pretty damn good on those. So 15, 16 Arctic-Cat, there's a lot of parts for them.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go carbs, a 2014 Arctic-Cat 600 carbureted.
If you could find them, they're hard to find.
The last year, the Suzuki motor, that's a fast sled.
Yeah.
That's a fast sled.
Yeah, that's a good sled. John Arneson proves it.
Yeah, I think he was starting to go down on him a little bit there at the end of this last year.
Well, I don't think he ever rebuilt the damn thing. Ever.
I think it was power valve cables or something he was having. Throttle cables, or he was having some sort of issue, he told me.
Didn't he say that that's his like trail sled or something like that? So he sets it up for ice and then switches everything?
Oh, really?
I thought he said something like
I
that.
don't remember that.
He's crazy enough of a man. He'd do that. Yeah, sounds about right.
But that, and then I don't know what there is for Skidoos them years, but they're a pretty good sled too.
It was a terrible sled. Don't get a Skidoo.
Okay.
That 2015 I had?
Yeah.
That was a terrible sled.
I thought it was like the 16, the competition edition one, the Iron Dog edition.
Well, they came out halfway through the year with a 15 and a half was the Iron Dog edition, and went from a 121 to a 129.
Yeah.
And it was...
And it's like, why didn't they just give it to...
Why couldn't we have got that one?
Exactly.
Because the Dorns did awesome in 2014 on those RSs.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, hell yeah, the Dorns are doing good.
Yeah.
So I'll jump on a Skidoo.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
For Polaris, probably don't get the XCR 600 with the beaver tail suspension.
The Axis?
They're a good sled, but...
I mean... Bobby Minnie was going to win in 2015 on it before he ran out of the fuel stop.
But he was running Was he running a 137 that year or something?
Those were 121s. Yeah, like everybody, I think 90% of people were on 121s that year, and then was the switchback was like a 128? Or were they
136, I think. I forget.
But those were good sleds. I was really surprised on how well people got those to handle on the ice. Because I guess there was the way that rear skid frame worked, there was like no weight transfer at all. Yeah. So it was just planted.
Yeah.
So a 2015 Access if you're a Polaris guy.
Yeah.
But then you're in the price range. Then you're spending like $4,000 on a sled, and you need all the parts for it too.
Get like a 2015 Indy that's a pro ride chassis, but that's a straight tunnel.
Yeah.
You know, and they're pretty more
simple, conventional.
Yeah, simple sled. I think they even had 0 pros in them. That's what's up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Gen 2 idea. I love a Gen 2.
Yeah.
Like her, ALR posted that video of the Sioux.
Oh yeah.
From what year was it? 2000 or something, and it's just all Gen 2s.
Yeah.
That's what the Sioux should be to this day, honestly.
Year rule.
No year rule. I can't talk today.
I mean,
Jesus.
I wonder how it would do set up full travel.
Yeah, just the stock sled.
Just stock no, not stock. Like you could put pipes on it, do some more work, get it to run fast, but just full travel, how that thing would handle.
I think it would be pretty good. I think it would do pretty damn good.
I don't know.
It would be awesome to see.
Full travel.
Yep. Yeah. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be able to find out if we do our 4-legged lake race in Leonard.
There you go.
No year rule. 600cc.
Bring what you got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to do a 600cc and then like a Nadawash Snowdeo Open, where it's just open?
Apex.
Could do a 100-lap open class.
That was the Snowdeo Open was the premier class.
Yeah,
it was open.
Yeah, we could do it. So like have your couple classes, you know, like you could do like a classics class and a sport class and a women's class, and then do an open 100-lap.
Yeah.
So essentially the idea is to race around this island.
Yeah. That we talked about last.
Yeah.
Was it last week we talked about that?
2 weeks ago because we didn't film last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because of Brody. But
I don't even know why we didn't film last week. I guess it's my fault. But
Yeah, it was your fault.
We were busy.
Yeah.
I guess it's my fault still.
Hey, I finally got my trailer done.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, that thing's looking cool.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're going to be nice and warm.
I'm already nice and warm in our trailer. Your trailer might be a little more fun, though.
We'll see.
Our trailer gets pretty rowdy sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but yeah. So in Leonard, there's a lake with an island on it. And Chad Deerdahl had the idea a long time ago, do 100 laps around that island, but there's no course markers or anything like that. You just have to go around the island 100 times.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty easy to do, but we could also do heat races in the day to burn in a line.
Like I thought of that, I mentioned like minimalist of how Foston does theirs, but you could do it like how Nadawash did theirs. Because Nadawash would do like a 500 class, a 600 class.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to, you could do that many. Just do.
But
10.
they had open
traction
and non-traction.
Oh my God. I remember that was a thing, and that was just dumb as hell.
Yeah, the non-traction classes would take so long.
Oh my God.
And people would be riding up in the banks. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing on the ice with no studs?
Yeah.
Like, why even set up a sled? Like,
No, it wasn't set up at all. It was just showing up to race.
Oh, I know, but
traction or non-traction.
if anyone did any setup for a non-traction class, it's
How the hell would you build a ice sled non-traction?
maybe we should bring it back.
Sharp 4-inch carbides.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And like put some studs in your shoes.
to get the initial go.
Just start dragging feet.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, no, that would do something like that would be fun.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'm a member of the Clearwater County Trailblazers now.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Laying the groundwork.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. down to the bare bones.
They had hired us, Deerdall Construction. We cleared some trails these past couple weeks. For them.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
I contributed to that
How?
by paying the membership.
Oh, sure.
There you go. Yeah. God, are we gonna be freaking heading a race in a couple of years?
Yeah, we're going to be racing.
The shop
A couple
talk.
of years, we got asked about running races.
I know, but
This
still,
last year.
I know.
It would be fun to do that
The
race.
shop talk
Like
promoted race.
100 lap open would
Yeah.
be sweet, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
But we just have to find out about like insurance and stuff like that. Like I wonder how Foston did
Yeah.
theirs.
Yep.
Do something like that.
You just sign a waiver, you get on the lake and be like,
This is you. this is on you. Yeah.
it's all you. My hands are tied.
You sign the waiver, you are on your own.
Yeah. And then you'd have to have like 3 or 4 people keeping track of the numbers, sleds,
Yeah.
laps.
Yeah, we'll see.
Would be pretty fun.
Yeah. Polaris is almost done though. And then you started working on the ZRT though too.
Yeah, I got it running, fired right up.
Really?
Yep.
How'd you fix that pipe? Or your exhaust, your can?
I just put stock muffler on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Fired right up. But it did blow to smithereens.
Yeah,
It melted aluminum in the belly pan, like melted into the belly pan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. But what are the odds that it blew up, that it blew the muffler to smithereens, but then it also got one of the coil wires touched the brake rotor?
Oh.
So that could have been a problem too. Something like that.
Oh, sure. Oh, like which one happened first almost
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, one of the coil wires was got nicked by the brake rotor somehow.
How is it way over there?
The harness goes up to the handlebars, you know?
Oh,
and then, and
sure.
track that wire down to would be in one of the coil
Yep.
wires.
I see. No, I got my Polaris is coming along. Just waiting on springs. I ordered. Vince sent me shocks. Shout out VS3. We didn't even do a read.
No.
Yeah, we got to do Prindle painting too.
Oh yeah, gosh.
We'll do it next one.
We suck.
We'll start.
Yeah. It's like we're new. We're only 92 episodes in here.
How long are we going to be new at this?
Yeah.
We're
Shout
gonna
out-
be new. What are you doing? What are
I'm
you
going to
looking
write
for?
this down right now.
Oh, shout out Woody's Traction. Use the code SHOPTALK10. Save yourself 10% off and free shipping.
Okay.
And then shout out to VS3 Suspension. VS3 Suspension. He'll get your dirt bike working mint. What? Do the reads.
There you go.
I was at the VS3 Suspension 2025 Pit Bike Nationals yesterday.
Yeah, how was that?
It was a blast. Come next year, I'm getting a pit bike.
Yeah.
Come next year, 100%. I'm getting a pit bike. It was so much fun.
Sounds fun.
Vince only has a little woods section, but he had like a half mile of trails in there.
Yeah.
And it was a blast.
Yeah, that does sound like fun.
So next year,
Maybe I should get a pit bike.
pit bike. It was a blast. It was a blast. It was so much fun. So next week, I want to try to. Did you see what the Longtons were doing?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah, Adam Longton, Hayden Hoffworth, also snowmobiler, hauls ass on a dirt bike though too, and a couple other guys. I didn't know really who any of the other guys were with Adam and Hayden, but went down to Texas for a 24-hour dirt bike race.
Damn, that's cool.
So maybe we'll try to call Adam next week or something. Maybe get the download on that.
Yeah,
Because
that
he
sounds
was
cool.
He was posting stories all throughout the night, of riding dirt bike.
Yeah, that's cool.
That would be gnarly.
That's freaking sweet.
That would be fun.
You depend on your headlight.
Yeah.
If your
Get them
headlight's good-
Baja headlights, you
Yeah.
know, them big
Candle power.
KC lights, yeah.
If you've got good headlights, then it'd be. If you're out riding your headlight, then it'd be sketchy.
Yeah, that right.
You know, you're holding a flashlight.
Yeah. You could have a little one on flashlight.
There's a little clip on the visor.
Yep.
I'm gonna take some pictures and we'll post this on Thursday.
Thursday.
How I usually post the Snow Week pictures on Thursday for Throwback Thursdays of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take pictures and
Post cover with this episode, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Yep.
That picture you had of Gerald Deerdahl was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I found that digging through some of these. I thought, well, yeah, I forget what years. I was doing some research on Jeremy Fyle trying to find some stuff, but yeah, a lot of the 80s stuff. I was digging through all that stuff.
Cool.
But,
So, yeah. It is November 9th.
I got to order springs. You reminded me of that.
Oh, yeah.
Just front tracks or front shock springs.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
Ski springs.
VS3. Shout out VS3 Suspension. Shout out Fox. Shout out Vince with Fox.
Yeah.
Sent me shocks for the Polaris. No springs, though. He said he didn't have any springs. So then I hit up Andy Wensloff Performance, and bought some springs through Andy. So
I got to give him a call.
yeah, they were cheap. They were cheap, like from other springs I was comparing. He had good prices on them.
Okay,
so,
I can need 2.5 inch round diameter, not 2 1/4.
I don't know, man.
I'll call him.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you know me?
You're a Sue I-500 winner, but you know me. He's on the table. Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Polaris, waiting on springs. Once I get the springs, it's pretty much ready to go, actually.
Yeah.
So, I got that.
We're getting real close. I just got to finish studding this track, which you got the rest of my studs.
Yeah, I got them with. I got that whole bag. Shout out to Mike Fix of all the stuff he gave me. I got a whole bag of used clutch springs for you.
Oh, we'll put them in the tote.
Yeah.
My grandpa last night, deer season, I give Colin, no, it was Friday night. I give Colin all them springs, My grandpa's like, I got an orange and blue one of them for you. I'm like, I got a whole tote. We'll throw it in the tote.
You go hunting at all?
Yeah, I did.
This morning?
No, not this morning. Yesterday, though. Seen a little buck. Not worth nothing.
You didn't blast it?
No. But I guess Katie's sister was hunting behind the house this morning. She got two.
Two?
Damn. One bullet?
In one shot or what?
No. Nice little
Oh,
buck.
that's pretty cool, though. Hell yeah.
But yeah, today's November 9th. The 10-day forecast is not looking promising
For ice?
No.
for ice. Like we're looking out to like November 18th, 33.
Damn.
As a high, down to 25 during the night, but they're calling for 50 on this coming Friday.
God, I might have to break the motorcycle back out.
It's going to be a good day to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
I just got to finish studding the track and throw her in. Slap it all back together and then call Andy Wensloff and say, hey, you know me? I need some springs.
We're doing simple on the ZRT, pulled the skid frame, going to take measurements for the SRX, and then looking it over and everything. And here the drive shaft bearing on the clutch side, looking down in there, and here the darn seal came out on the back side of the bearing.
Yeah.
The seal is down like away from it, so you can see open ball bearing right there.
Yeah.
Like,
so the seal popped off of the
yeah.
bearing. So now you got to take them 3 bolts out and slide the drive shaft
We're
over.
Gonna try
And just pull the bearing out.
Try to pull the bearing,
Yeah.
I think, because we have a kind of special bearing puller.
Yeah.
So, but then to get it back in there might be tough in the sled.
Trying to line it up with the track on it and everything. Pitched.
So I don't know if Dad's working on that currently as we speak.
But if you loosen the track way up, I suppose you might have enough.
Well, it's skid frame's out of it.
Oh, yeah. Then you're good.
Yeah. So we'll see. But and I relocated that gauge cluster like Luke Van Lysel did.
Yeah.
And it worked out good.
Yeah, I was just going to do that
happy
too.
with it.
I bought some Power Mat handguards, and they stick out a little too far. So like to not hit the windshield, they got to be kilted way up. So might have to do some finagling. with
So
that.
like they don't do anything then? You just
No, they do. They do. It's just
They're
instead of
protecting
being
the
flat,
top of
like
your
instead
hand.
of the mounts being flat on the
Yeah.
bars, they stick up a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
Not completely.
Yeah,
Fold it all
yeah.
the way back just above
Yeah.
your hands.
It'd be like when I used them gauntlets at Otter Tail from you.
Yeah.
And you get going and the things would fly back into you. And then I'm constantly going down the straights trying to get them back straight. And then you come into a corner and they fly back again.
Yeah. They were good for trail riding. I like them for trail riding. Your hands are just in the muffs and just
You're going 100 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not even doing anything because they fly up so far that your fingers are out.
Huh.
Yeah.
But so yeah, well, maybe that's what we'll plan for next week. So
Yeah.
got any other thoughts, Brody?
Hey, remember the last time we were in here, you said you wanted to talk about some movie that you were talking about or something.
I can't remember what movie that was then.
How many have you watched since then?
Well, I watched the new Frankenstein movie that came out on Netflix.
Is it good?
It's one of the best movies I've seen in a
Okay,
long time.
okay. I've
It is
seen it.
the best Frankenstein movie ever, I think.
No
No
You
other.
remember the Alvin and the Chipmunks with the Frankenstein
No.
cartoon?
not at all.
You ain't beating that.
No, this one is rated R to the max. It's gory. It's messed up, and it's no other Frankenstein movie should ever be made after this one. That's what I think. It was freaking damn good. And the new Predator movie, awesome.
Oh, really?
Pretty damn
Where
cool.
it's on their world.
Well, it's on a death world in the middle of space. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, it is on Yautja Prime, so yeah, it is on their world.
It's on Amazon Prime.
We haven't talked about fantasy
It's
at
fucking
all
good,
in
though.
a few weeks. Of
It's
the Shop
good.
Talk Fantasy League.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
It's not good.
No.
We have Ree Wadena in first with an 8-1 record.
Damn.
I mean, come on, Ree. Eric Harris, Derek, black and yellow for Skidoo in third. Arnie Ratnan in fourth, and then myself in fifth. Sam laces out. He's 5-4, way down there sixth. Kyle Grover 4-5. What a
I don't
terrible,
want to talk about
what a terrible year.
I don't want to talk about it.
What a terrible
What-
year.
I don't know if that's Cam Spencer, whoever Cameron is. They've given up. 0-9 on the year.
I think.
I get it. It happens. It happens.
Oh, you know what happened last week in our Friends League? I got beat by Regan.
Ooh,
That's a tough loss.
yeah. Regan is not doing
Oh,
good.
no,
Regan's
no.
also 3-6. So
Never mind.
ZR Madness not having a good go at it too. 2-7.
There's one.
Thirsty working boys went from the top to the bottom. 4-5.
In our Friends League, Dustin Dorn is in first, and I'm in second. We're playing each other, and he's predicted to beat me right now.
So yeah. Oh, speaking of Ree's boy Brady Wadena kicking ass right now playing football.
Yeah, they're going to the state championship.
Yeah, they're going all the way down to play at the US Bank Stadium.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
freaking cool as hell.
Yeah, that's another kid who's damn good in the semi-pro class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing on Ree, I want to bring it up how he was roasting you in the comments on your last video about the Loctite.
Yeah.
The cute tube of Loctite. Does it come in men's sizes? When I read that, I lost my shit. And I put it down in my notes like Ree roasting Gunner. Had to bring it up. I just had to say it.
Oh, some of the Facebook comments are so great.
But yeah, that was a good one, Ree. That one got me.
Yeah, a couple of them get to me.
Anyway, is that it now?
I think so.
All right. Thanks, VS3. Thanks, Woody's Traction.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeremy
you.
Fyle.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you,
Fyle.
Jeremy Fyle. That was a good phone call. That was nice.
Yeah, really good interview.
Thank you, Prindle Painting.
Yeah, Eli Prindle painting.
We'll do it. We'll come up with a read.
We got to have Jag make some Prindle painting stickers. Here.
I got the PDF. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I got to get the other ones made too.
So I'm gonna change my number to 159.
What?
Yeah, because it turned the 6 upside down.
Why?
Because I got the boot from that number.
You could have taken 56.
Yeah, I could. I guess I should just take 56.
You could have taken 54 too.
Yeah,
Take 14. Taylor's not registered neither.
yeah.
But
Yeah, 312. I could take 312.
No, Zach registered
did
right
he?
at the last minute.
Did
David Brown was going to take it.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he
That
was
would've
going to
been
take
perfect.
it, and he was going to sell it back to her.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'd love to see
God.
that. I'd love to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, that would have been sweet. Yeah, I suppose I could be 54, something like that.
Alex said he don't care.
Maybe 188 since Evan's going to run number 1 this year.
Evan should run number 1. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
It'd
with
be
a
cool-
red plate
Yeah.
would be sweet.
yeah,
It'd be a cool look. I wouldn't mind it if he ran number 1. I mean, he won the championship.
yeah,
He got
We
that.
all
So you
know
get-
you'd post that number 1. Yeah.
If I won the championship fair and square, sure,
Yeah.
I'd run a number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can't be 156. I got to be
that sucks. Bummer.
I'm going to be 15. I was thinking doing 666.
Yeah.
Do 333 half evil.
Half evil.
Oh man, so I've been thinking about it, like getting the jackets embroidered and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I might get the ass of my snow pants embroidered.
Yeah.
What do you think I should put on there?
Who knows what you're going to put on?
I was thinking putting on there, eat it.
Eat it. Yeah. It's straightforward. Yeah. Not
Like Bye Bye Birdie or something.
bye birdie.
Or see ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Nah.
Eat it would be good.
Eat it would be good.
Or juicy. Juicy would be perfect. The fucking sweatpants from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to put on there. Juicy. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, can I order a jacket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just. What about some Schaefer's oil?
Schaefer's.
Think about it. No, I'm a Polaris.
Making oil since 1839.
Yep.
I run that Polaris VES Extreme. You know me.
Doesn't even come close.
I've heard of a lot of Polaris guys that actually run Schaefer's and they put it in Polaris bottles.
They do it.
Yep.
No, that's all. You're coming up with that shit in your head. I know you're the type of person that has like a dream or a thought and then believes it to be true.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
No. But well, okay. Yeah, that's everything, Kyle.
I hope so.
I think so. I think
hope
so.
so.
I didn't have any other notes. So
Thank you, VS3. Thank you, Jeremy Fyle. Thank you, Woody's Traction. Thank you, Brindle Painting. And I'm putting juicy on my ass.
Juicy ass. Yes.
thanks everybody watching, liking, subscribing.
See ya.
Please subscribe.
I don't know why you looked at me like that.
Because you always got to have the last word.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what I thought we were going
It's
for.
kind
That.
of like mega floats.
A little bit. Yeah.
50% of you are not subscribed. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
It's free.
Yeah, it is free.
It takes a little effort, but not much.
Just click that button.
Just click it.
Subscribe.
Don't even have to hit the notification bell and all that.
No,
stupid
you don't
shit.
need the bell.
No,
Just subscribe.
no. I hate when they add that. It's
Yeah.
like, God, I don't care.
Subscribe and forget. Maybe one day you'll just be scrolling along. You'll just be like, oh, Gunnar, I'm posting a new video. I didn't even know. I forgot to
Their
subscribe.
500th Shop Talk episode. What's this going to be about?
Snowmobiles.
Again.
We'll get Matt Feel on for episode 522.
He's got a long time to wait. Okay.
All right.
All right. See ya.